or just put the gun down before you kill someone.
Teenage Girl's Diary.
Hello, and welcome to another Dollar Store Drive-In. I'm your host, Laura.
I'm Joel.
And we're the
Newlydeads.
Oh, look at that.
I tried to time it.
Yes. And if this is your first time watching, welcome. This is a half-hour chat show where Mr. Newlydad and I talk about a movie that we watched. Usually it's the night before. And this is also streaming on your favorite podcast place. We usually upload it to Spotify, and I know that they share it at different places. So
they're very giving.
Yes. So you can also listen to us instead of watching.
And while you're there, leave us a review. It really helps us.
Thank you.
And like us and follow us and all that stuff. And
we're not good at this.
Preferably 5 stars, but whatever you feel is appropriate.
Just give us all the stars.
Give us all your stars.
Yes. So our show is, like I said, a chat show. And what we do is we review a movie, and the movie usually has some criteria. Mm-hmm. So it either needs to be a found movie, or we can rent it somewhere or purchase it in the wild. But it has to be under $5. It has to be a horror-themed, sci-fi-ish, mystery thrillery kind of movie. And that's it.
That's pretty much the criteria.
Yep.
And
so we watch it and then we talk about it a little bit.
This is the part where we talk about it because we already did and watched it.
Yes. And if this is Wednesday night and it is 6:30 p.m. Central Time, we might be in the chat.
We try to.
YouTube or Roku?
YouTube or Tingler
Television.
But as soon as we are available on Roku, again, if you are a follower of our Facebook page, I'm in constant chatter with the people who are running Tingler Television, our lovely host Eulogy and Duke. So as soon as I know, you will know. So check there early and check there often. And I also want to, just before I forget, thank Anne for the movie.
Yeah.
Because we got this donated to us because, if you want to give us movies, we'll take that too. So if you got some old stack of horror movies that you're like, man, these are garbage, I never want to watch them, maybe the Newlydeads will take them. Hit us up at contact@thenewlydeads.com. Maybe we'll take them off your hands for you, donation to a good cause.
Thank you, Anne. She's my coworker. I appreciate you.
So.
Yes. Yeah. So should we talk about what we watched this week?
Oh, right. I thought it was already time for the.
No, it's not.
I got ahead of myself.
Got to do the synopsis.
Got to talk about the synopsis.
So this week we watched Navy SEALs versus Demons.
Big old V.
Navy SEALs v. Demons. Although Joel kept saying versus zombies because they also produced a movie called Navy SEALs versus Zombies.
With one of the actors is the same, but not the same character. And the other one actually had a couple of name actors in it. This one, not so much that you know. No.
This picture on the cover didn't happen.
The picture is very misleading, but we'll get to that.
Okay, let me read the synopsis. Before I start that, Joel's probably going to say this too, but like the place that distributed, is it the distributor or the production, whatever, like the movie place is called Rip Boxers Entertainment. That the producer.
I assume it's like ITN distribution.
Yes, just distributed. That's what I was trying. That's the word.
Or the distributor.
Distributed.
One or the other.
Very funny. I don't know why. I think that's hilarious, but it is.
Because that's what happens when you don't replace your undershorts, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Or you're just very active in your undershorts.
Okay. You ready for this? This is your favorite part.
Is it?
It's my favorite part. Jack County was like any other Texas town in the Bible Belt. It was a place where your soul meant more than your paycheck and where the little things in life mattered most. Churches were as common as gas stations. The corner store, the local watering hole, and the barber shop were where friendly neighbors convened until demons from hell showed up and took over the entire town. Now there's no stopping them, and if they can take over Jack County, what's next? But when a group of Navy SEALs are sent undercover and enlist the help of local bikers to take the town back, it's a race against the clock to save Jack County and the rest of humanity. And all hell is about to break loose. Wow. Whoever wrote that.
Really had an imagination. And
Lots
Shaggy
of
even
ands.
contributed because he did the sound of the oncoming apocalypse by shaking. You know, he shook everything.
Lots of run-on sentences there.
Yeah, they were dreaming big. Let's put it that way. They were dreaming big. They were batting for the fences.
Yep.
Sometimes you might even make it.
All right. So now that we've read the synopsis, I feel very strongly that we should let them take a peek at the glory hole. The glory of Navy SEALs v. Demons. Did we pull up the trailer?
Yeah, where's it coming from? I assume hell because, you know, demons. So.
Hi. Thank you, trailer. Hopefully it's going to beep beep at me.
Well, now it has to because you asked.
Beep beep.
And now you imitated it, so it's going to happen again.
All right. So we're going to be pausing and we'll be right back.
Jack County, Texas. People are dying. And you can help.
You should leave. Don't do that. I am most eager to say hello.
And we're back. And I know if you're listening to this, you can't see it, but I highly recommend that you check this out somewhere on our Facebook or YouTube.
It'll be on probably
something.
YouTube, but if not, let us know. We'll send you a photo or something.
My stepkid, Joel's oldest child, bought our dogs flower costumes, and Bailey's shivering and shaking because he got a haircut. So I thought he needed to be warm, so I've got his flower outfit on. So I have a flower boy sitting on my lap now.
Shaggy's got one too, but Shaggy's not cold. And the thing is it's almost 60 out today, so I don't know why he's shivering, but it might be because, you know,
it's cold in here.
Laura just got home and he's a little excited. Who knows?
It's cold in here.
So
Lay down.
I have notes as per the usual. On the notes this week, I drew a demon. I drew that pig lady demon leader person, and I drew a catfish because they mentioned the word catfish at one point, and I went,
Can I see the catfish?
I'm going to draw a catfish.
Oh.
It's from the top. It's got whiskers.
At first, when I looked at it, it looked like two eyes, a nose, and a weird mouth at the bottom, like there where the tail is.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Weird indeed. So I take notes, and these notes will be seen soon as Mrs. Newlydead is putting something together for the 1-year anniversary, which is coming up very, very soon. More to come on that, but by the time you see this, you'll have already heard about it and probably will be almost to the end of this whole thing. Actually, we will be to the end of this whole thing because next week is the actual thing. So I'm going to stop and rewind. Okay, so for this movie, Navy SEALs v. Demons, which it says V, not versus. This is from 2017, currently sitting at 4.2 out of 10 on the Internet Movie Database.
what was it? 4.2.
0.2. This is directed by Jeff Reyes, who is known for a movie called Zulu 6, some shorts, and some music stuff, like music video stuff. The end. So 2 movies to his credit.
Lots of music.
Lots of music and other stuff. This is written by not 1, not 2, but 3 different people. First, it's written by A.K. Waters, who is known for Texas Zombie Wars Dallas, this, and Zulu 6. See a connection there? Charles Roy, who is known for this movie, Zulu 6, and Uno short film. So again, noticing a trend. And lastly, Carrie Patton, who is known for 9 Line, not Lives, not the number 9 Line, Dark of Light, this, and a movie called American Warfighter. Just sounds like a movie that like some like overly stimulated teenage boy was like, wrote after he stopped playing with his G.I. Joes or whatever. And he's like, I'm going to write a movie and call it American Warfighter. It sounds cool. There's lots of bazookas and submachine guns. And
like he just picked a dictionary and just like chose some words.
The manliest words he could think of. So this stars Natasha Hall, who is known for Fun Size Horror Volume 1, which I've heard of, but I've not seen. Sounds like a lore thing, though. Game Night, which we own. It's on the shelf. We've watched it several times, including with the kids. Fun movie. And a movie called 420. Don't know what that's about. Some random date people put. I don't know.
Funny.
I don't know. Tim Abel, who was in Mega Shark versus Colossus, which Mega Shark, of course, is a giant shark, and Colossus is like a giant, like golem robot type thing.
We haven't watched that.
Nope.
We've seen Mega Shark.
It's an Asylum, but we've not seen that one. Circus Kane, not Candy Cane, not Circus, something else.
So like Citizen Kane, but circus.
Maybe instead of Rosebud, it's like Rose. I don't know. And Dick Dixter.
Honky Honky Bud. Horn Bud.
Honky Bud. Yeah, Dick Dixter.
Dick Dixter is a movie?
Mm-hmm.
Dick Dixter?
I think it's a short film, but it's, Dick Dixter. I couldn't pass it up because the name was just
Dick
silly.
Dixter.
And finally, Mikel Vega. The reason I put Mikel Vega here is because Mikel Vega was in all 3 of these films. He was in Texas Zombie Wars Dallas, Texas Zombie Wars El Paso Outpost, and Texas Zombie Wars Titan Base. And then he was in a movie called Hellfire. So there's a Texas Zombie War movies out there that apparently only happen in Texas, I guess. I don't know. But they're affiliated with this. So at that point, I take these notes, I crumple them up, we turn off the camera, and we go have dinner. No, actually, my wife turns to me and she says,
What'd you think?
And I say, well, let's talk about it, I guess. Sorry, Anne. We're about to poop on your parade. Or maybe that was the
she
idea.
knows.
Maybe
She knows that they're not like,
maybe you shouldn't like it to begin with. And she's like,
probably.
that way I don't have to like donate it to Goodwill and never be allowed back.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't
that bad.
So first of all, it wasn't scary.
No.
We rarely get scared by things anyways.
I think the scariest thing in the whole movie was the fact that woman's pasties were not on very good, and so they looked really wrinkly and weird. So they looked malformed or something, and it was a little off-putting. Not really off-putting. That's not the right word, but it was. I'm joking.
She had side boob.
She had there was side boob and pasties at the strip club, but it was just kind of funny because they didn't look great. Rush job maybe. It was funny because right at the beginning of the movie, I turned to Laura and I said, "Did we write this script and just forget about it?" Because it just seemed like.
Yeah, he was like, and then they are going to say this, and then we're going to say that, and then they're going to say this, and he was just like spot on.
We were quoting it for a while there at the beginning.
It's pretty funny.
She got a kick out of the names of the main characters.
Whiskey Sauce, and he started calling him Whisk, and I was like, are they going to go pick up spatula, like spoon or something? Yeah. Frying pan.
The main guy was Lieutenant Carr, Carr, and then they went and picked up Ander, aka Red. As in, I think they were alluding to
Like
you
a
were
redneck.
like a redneck
Yeah, because he
thing.
said some kind of like racist stuff in the beginning, but he was like joking.
Yeah.
Like they're all friends or whatever. But ha ha ha.
Because whiskey sauce was black, and so he was making pretty racist comments, and you're like, oh, that's not good. And then they're like, oh, it's just the way they joke. I guess it was.
They were Navy SEALs.
And Ander was not. Yeah, they were former Navy. I'm assuming they were retired. One of the guys was in jail when they found him, but he wasn't in jail because of he wasn't like an MP. Like they didn't take him in because he misconduct. I think he was just there because he was drunk and disorderly or something.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah. Then there was when he was gathering his team of these three guys. He asked the guy, he's like, I told you we're going to go fight demons, right? And the guy's like, humans, babies, hamsters, it's all the same to me. I'll be a Ghostbuster. I'm like, what is this dialogue?
It's weird.
What does that mean? He's going to murder babies and hamsters? And
all the same to him.
Nobody wants to murder hamsters or babies unless they're psychopaths.
He said humans?
Babies and hamsters. So
are babies not human?
Not in this world. Demons exist and humans are not babies, and babies are not.
I just thought it was so funny because they've got this dossier thing or whatever from like the government, and they're like, you need to read that first before you like say anything or whatever. And so he's like, all right. So he's like reading this dossier thing, and it's like, well, we're going to fight demons, I guess.
There's even a picture of one of them that had black eyes and looked like he had horns, and I'm like, okay.
It was just so nonchalant, like, oh yeah, duh, we're gonna go fight some demons. Like, what?
Then you had a sheriff that's like, here's a
You couldn't understand him.
And this is the guy that was the most accomplished actor in the film. Like, he had credits out the wazoo dating back to like the 80s.
I think. But they were bad, weren't they?
Well, originally he was in some pretty big name movies with some actual like Charlie Sheen and some other people. But then
sideways.
As it went further into it, it got more and more into questionable territory. And it may be because he was like, he's in a love story, and he was in a movie with, Julia Roberts, and he's trying to profess his love, and he's like, heard the bird, the bird, the birds is a particular. And she's like, what? He's like, there's a bird.
This has gone on way too long.
The joke has gone on too far. Yeah. When he goes to the strip club and he meets this woman who's like, how she's gonna rock his world, and then they turn on the music or whatever, and it's like Rob Zombie at half speed. It wasn't actually Rob Zombie, but it sounded like somebody was a big Rob Zombie fan. But
she just kept smoking and blowing it in his face, and like half-ass smoking. I was like, okay, like, first of all, when was this? And then he's like 2017. I was like, okay, they for sure can't smoke in bars.
There was a lot of, they were even smoking in the military base where they had all the drones they were flying around.
This guy just lights up a cigarette, and I'm just like, what land?
He's in a U.S. military compound, and he's just like,
yeah.
We're like, this is 1964. You're not in the bank line, dude.
No,
come on.
She just kept smoking cigarette after cigarette. And I was just like, okay, whatever. You do you, baby.
Yeah. And incidentally, they had drones, and this was the way that they made sure that the military guys that were apparently on a separate sound stage or set that weren't in the same state, who knows, could be involved in this, is that they had the drones flying over so they could see what was going on. And then that way they could interact, but they never really interacted too much with the guys on the ground. And at one point they're like, the drone's only got 22% left. And they're like, well, you got to turn it around or it's not going to make it back. And then they turn it around.
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah. Within 2 seconds, it ran from 22% power to zilch.
And it what, blew up? It was like a full ass plane.
Then it crashed and burned. It was just a little drone.
It looked like a full ass plane.
Well, then you said they must have like a box of drones. I'm like, band name called it.
Yeah.
Box of drones.
Well, not only that, but it's just like, okay, so they're flying this drone constantly around, just like watching everything, and they can see the tiniest, like minute little details. And they're like, oh, look, the demons saw us. It was 3 demons. They're standing underneath an awning kind of thing. And they're like, oh, the demons all went like this and looked up and they're like, they saw us. And I'm just like, how would you see that? It's nighttime. You're like way up in the sky. Like there's no way the drone that they were using is that high powered.
And how are they going to know whether you're the U.S. military? Anyway, the drones were not marked. They were just white drones. Oh, hi. Yeah, it was very strange. And I didn't understand the logic other than just to get them into the film. They kept referring to the guys as door kickers, and I guess that's because they're supposed to be badasses that kick down doors and take names or something, I guess.
There was this one part in the beginning when he went and found whiskey at the bar, or no, in the bathroom, sorry.
Whiskey dick.
Whiskey, yeah.
It's whiskey sauce. I just kept referring to him as whiskey dick.
So yeah, whiskey sauce is sitting there peeing and like, like whatever, spitting his chew. Yeah. And then so he gets him to go into the truck or whatever, and like there's, I don't know, like a good chunk of dialogue where it just shows a montage of him bitching in the back seat about how he doesn't have any leg room. I was like,
they're driving in like a Ford Festiva type thing. Like it's a really small car.
It was a truck.
Was it? It was
yeah,
a really
it was
small
a truck, but it had a short back seat, like there's not much room in the back seat.
It was very small.
And all he's doing is just bitching the entire time about how much, he doesn't have any leg room.
And incidentally, the stripper lady that was kind of an integral part of the story because of her daughter, we're pretty sure she didn't either ever smoke or didn't know how to smoke because she was having trouble with figuring out how to work that.
She was kind of like putting it in her mouth and just going.
And then the whiskey who was...
I'm an ex-smoker, so it's like I understand,
Whiskey who was chewing, if you've ever known somebody who chews tobacco, which it's not real common anymore like it used to be, and depending on what part of the country you're from. But, most of the time it's a pretty big, like, spit. I can't even do it because I don't have enough spit right now. But he was like not even... and he wasn't even spitting in a can or nothing. He's just walking along in the bathroom. He's like... I'm like, what, does he have something in his lips? Has he got like a little bit of food in there or something? He's like, it's not what you do.
No.
I know better, sir.
I will say that the movie was entertaining in the fact that like him and I were just like laughing at it. So it was comical and silly and, that kind of thing. So
we didn't fall asleep.
No, I didn't. I kind of lost interest at the end though.
Well, yeah. And the ending itself, I just wrote in big giant letters. Dumb.
Yeah.
Because it was
dumb.
Question before we get to the final thoughts here. Would you watch Navy SEALs versus Zombie?
Well, yeah.
Or V Zombies?
We've got to.
Like I said, it's not a direct sequel. It's not
I know. I said it was produced by the people that did it.
One actor is in it that's in both. I don't know if there's other ones, but I only noticed one of the 3 is in it. It'd be better now if they would have had the same 3 guys in both movies, made it like a franchise type situation. That might have worked.
Maybe.
But we also, I had a suggestion that what they should have done, because why are you going to get 3 washed up Navy SEALs to do this? Because they make it look like, they're actually sending in like the badass, like best of the best Navy SEALs that, do all the covert operations and the ones you imagine coming out of the water in the frog suit with their guns and their laser sights and all that stuff. That would have been a better movie. Like there's a team that's on a remote island and they're going in to like take down a drug cartel, and they show up in the drug cartel. Most of the people are dead. There's only a few people that are still there. And they're all have been killed by demons, and the Navy SEALs are trapped. And so they have to fight their way out to escape. And then they have to team up with the drug cartel, which the guys that are left from that, like 5 or 10 guys that are left of the drug cartel, are just there for like cannon fodder. I mean, they all die by the end. Except for one girl that's there that falls in love with the hero, and then they, go off and have demon babies. But I think that would have been a better movie in terms of like selling that. And this, it should have been, ex-Navy SEALs versus zombies, or just
old man.
Yeah, like the VFW versus the zombies. Which VFW is a great film, by the way. If you haven't seen it, it's fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was really good, actually.
But this they should have done something different with the title. But anyway, okay. So on a scale of 0, or we'll just say out of 5
because
Yeah.
it can go lower than 0. Whiskeys. Let's just say whiskey dicks. No, because he likes to put a picture up there.
I can't put that up there.
No.
I can put a whiskey up there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hate to say this, and again, Anne, I'm sorry. Thank you for the contribution. Please don't stop that from doing any further if you wish to. And we got more from her, but
Yeah, please.
I gave it a half.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a half.
Yeah. I'll give it a 1.
You're so generous.
Well, we had fun watching it
We did, but that ending was
until
just
the end. It got
bad.
really boring.
There were problems. There were lots of problems. I mean, for the sake of the jokes that we've gotten out of it, that's all I can really give it is a half because of that. So
Yeah. Well, if they don't want to watch this movie instead, what would you recommend for them to watch instead?
I'm doing something I've never done before, and I'm recommending 2 movies.
Whoa.
Dose movies.
Dose movies.
Yep. Sorry, I hit my arm here, and now Bailey thinks there's someone at the door. So this is my logic here, and I think I've recommended one of these before, perhaps. But the first movie I want to recommend is 1990's Navy SEALs. And the second movie I want to recommend is 1985's Demons, or Demone, if you're in Italy.
I get
So,
what you're doing there.
Navy SEALs and Demons, 2 different movies
Not fighting
that
each other.
are both Demons I've grown to love over the years. I've always thought it was okay, but the more I've seen it, the more I love it. Navy SEALs I've only seen once when I was in high school, and it has the best driving sequence in a Jeep that you'll ever see, in which Michael Biehn and Charlie Sheen are driving somewhere, and they're driving the Jeep like this. Meanwhile, the Jeep is straight, it's not like curving all over the road. They're not trying to get away. They're just driving and talking to get somewhere, and he's doing the steering wheel like this. I'm like, did anybody tell them that that's how you're supposed to drive? Anyway, so yeah, Navy SEALs, and then watch them back to back. So you can say, and now I'm going to put Navy SEALs versus Demons and see which one's better. There you go.
Yeah. And then, so I'm going to blow up some Navy SEALs here.
Boy.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, you even got Shaggy's attention on that one. He went.
So, yeah, look at him. He's still looking at it. He's like, what is happening down there with the Navy SEALs? Oh, it's the
Still
demons.
on fire, apparently, or something.
It's been on fire for a hot minute. He's like, woohoo, look at that fire.
Whoa.
So if they don't, or no, sorry, I already did that. What are we watching next week?
Next week, kids, we were just talking about this earlier, and I guess, let the bag out of the cat. But
Bag out of the cat.
next year is our 1-year anniversary show.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to be watching 1988's trauma masterpiece, The Newlydeads. Not to be confused with the band.
Not to be confused with me and him.
Not to be confused with us. This is the original movie that was not where we got our name from. We got our name totally organically, and then found the band and the movie later, and have since married all of that into who we are, kind of.
We were like, oh, yeah, let's call ourselves the Newlydeads. And we looked it up, and we're like, we didn't even see the band at that point.
Oops.
Or the movie. And we were just looking to see if there was a newlydeads.com.
Like if there was a YouTube channel or something that
and then we didn't even think to look up.
check trademark situation.
Yeah.
But since there's a band and a movie, it doesn't relate to content creators, which is what we are. And also,
and we're the Newlydeads.
correct. The movie is just getting a release on Blu-ray from TerraVision, which kudos to them, boutique Blu-ray label. In contact with them, I've become friendly with them. I got a subscription to them. You'll see that subscriber box video is coming up, or if it hasn't already dropped, it'll be coming soon. So check the YouTube channel, in which I didn't get the movie yet, but it's literally getting released on the 28th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time you see this, we'll have watched the film. We can talk about it. And if you like what you hear and you want to pick it up, you'll be able to buy it on Blu-ray directly from TerraVision. So
awesome. Oh, we almost hit Jack.
I almost blew up Jack's
That would have
thing.
been sad.
fish tank. I couldn't think of the word.
So I know you talked about the YouTubes and stuff like that, but where can they find us?
They can find us at thenewlydeads.com. I always do this, but sometimes it doesn't actually go scrolling across. But we'll be there. You can find everything you want to know about us, except our shoe size. I don't think that's on there, or our clothing sizes. But you can find all of our information: YouTube channel, blog, podcast, links to other places, events that are coming up. the Unearthing Small Business blog posts, my movie reviews, and a bunch of other stuff. So everything you want to know is there, one-stop shop.
Yeah. All right. Well, and until next time, thank you very, very much for watching, and
Keep it cheap and creepy.
bye. Bailey finally laid down, and now I'm going to pick him back up.
Oh.
Go look after your mother and sister. Where are you going? We gotta finish this. Goodbye, Tom.
Look, I have a commitment to the team.
Yeah, well, the teams aren't gonna last forever.
I'm sorry, guys, but I cannot be a part of this funeral procession. I'm out of here. See you later!
Navy SEALs.